My cute little moss pocketbook. How do you like that? We're gonna make a very pretty spring tulip centerpiece out of this. Everything you see me use came from nixseasonaldecor.com. I will put the link below. Don't believe he has the handbag moss basket, but he does have a lot of beautiful moss baskets. So for this project, I'm using tulips. I did pull up the ivy, however, I did not end up using it. This little pack of moss just to cover our foam, which you see right there, that's gaps and cracks. I purchased that from either Walmart or Amazon. And then we're just going to cover it up. I did not glue the gaps and cracks as I didn't want the glue to come through my moss, but I stuck the gaps and cracks in there in such a way that it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. It's really fitted in there. So just go ahead and cover the gaps and cracks. I am not even going to glue or pin my moss, as the flowers will help me do that as we go along. So we're going to start with placing our tulips, and I did end up using the whole bush of them. I used all at each single one, and I did use a pick machine to go through my foam. When I was cutting the tulips, I did not cut the leaves because the tulips were too long and I didn't want all of that. So we're going to insert the leaves once we're done with the tulips. So I'm just going to keep inserting my tulips, and I want this to be a 360-degree arrangement. That means that it's going to look pretty on both sides. Make sure you don't go too wide with the flowers and too tall, because you want to keep proportionate to the base, the basket. So now we're going to start with the leaves, and I'm cutting them off and applying a pick with my pick machine. If you don't have a pick machine, you can use, they have little wooden sticks, let's call them picks, flower picks at Michael's, that come with a little wire, and you can just attach it like that and insert it into the foam. So I'm just placing each leaf to where the tulip is. And after my leaves were inserted with all my pretty tulips, I decided to use this small fern. You know, as we know, fern leaves could be pretty big, but I wanted the little one, and I wanted a long leaf. So no matter what leaf you prefer to use, my point was to use something skinny and long that resembled the tulips, just so that I could keep my arrangement kind of airy and light. I didn't want to have such a heavy feel to it. And just sporadically put that here and there. And when I insert any new element, I always try to mix it in with what I already have in there. Because this basket has handles, I also made sure that I went in and out of it from each angle. And I only used one small bush of the baby fern. And you see how that stays nice and light and airy. And now we're going to go in and insert these green spikes. They're nothing, I'm sorry, I don't know the exact name of it. But they don't have heaviness to it. They're just very light with another shade of green. And they have these skinny long leaves that we love to curl in. It just gives it a nice little touch. So that's what we did. And you see the cute little curls. It's always fun and whimsical in any design. and just go ahead and insert some of those in as well. So once I was done with that, I really decided not to use the ivy. It just felt too heavy with the the delicateness of my piece. So I did not place the ivy in the centerpiece. I do have this very pretty ribbon. I am in love with scalloped ribbon, but we'll see. And I also have these very pretty butterflies. And this pick, you guys, I bought it in Michael's a while ago, and I just felt that it needed to go with the tulips. It has that spring, hairy feel to it that it had to go in there, and it added a really pretty touch. I could have used a couple of more pieces, but I am going to search my workshop because I am pretty sure that I have some more. So I'm going to insert a couple of more here and there. So as you see, I keep spinning my Lazy Susan around, and that's because, again, I wanted my piece to be a 360-degree piece, which means that it looks pretty from every side that you look at. And then I actually went in and added a few little pretty butterflies, because of course the yellow butterflies looked adorable now. And again, what you just saw me do is playing with the pieces around just to make sure that it's not just one yellow piece, but it gets incorporated in all the other greenery that we already put in. And of course, I wasn't going to leave the 3 tulips right there. So plus I felt that I had a couple of empty spots. So we went in and added the rest of the 3 tulips. So I used 1 full bush of tulips, 1 small little bush of the baby fern, the green spikes, and that yellow branch that I purchased at Michael's a long time ago. But you can add any little accent color that you prefer. It doesn't even necessarily have to be yellow. I just love this combination. I started my Christmas collection with geraniums in this color, so I wanted to make a few more pieces with this color combination. Look how pretty that looks. So delicate. And nothing goes to waste. That last tulip, I made it a little shorter to go onto the side and just come down a little bit. And we went in with a couple of pretty yellow butterflies. I put 1 on the handle and 1 on the side of the handbag, and you can place them whatever you prefer. And of course, I had to go in with my scalloped ribbon, which looks just pretty. And I only did it on one side during the live, but I did go ahead and placed another one on the other side as well, so that both sides have a little touch of ribbon. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you soon.